say living life is free, I'll have to deny, 'cause every day I pay the price.
Welcome to the Complicated But Kinda Simple podcast. I'm here again with another video. I'm super excited, and I know it's been a while, but I have just been busy. A little bit of an explanation before we get into the topic. I know I'm starting it off a little bit differently than I usually do, but yeah, I've been busy. Doing some other stuff, and in case you want to know, the topic of this video is tribes. And don't worry, I got plenty of other content coming up. I have plenty of ideas. It's just this one took a little bit of a while to roll out, but it's here now, and I'm really happy with all the effects that's gone into it. I had to, get Adobe, work it, and basically learn it from scratch by myself, and it's not too difficult. I made it more difficult, but now that everything's over and done with, I'm really happy with the product that I made. Hope you guys enjoy it too. Leave a comment if you do. I'm sure you guys will be able to discern what I'm talking about. But more than that, tribes, because that is basically, this is going to be a topic that I'm going to come back to often, but the idea of tribes is, it's pretty apparent that people don't interact with people as much as they used to. And I don't just mean say hi, because it was interesting, it was in a podcast. People used to consider their home, it used to be their whole tribe. So instead of the classic American version, or I don't know if this is Western, but I know this is American, where your home is your house, your car, your room, your brothers and sisters, at most a friend, it's a group. And then what we have now is just all these, well, it's not really the same thing, because instead of a group the group idea has been messed up. Let me go back, because groups used to be and are made for feeling protected. And the problem is, it's almost been hijacked, because you go online and you feel that you're a part of this group. And in a weird way, it kind of satisfies the same idea of, oh, well, I'm in a group, and these people and me, we interact, we speak with each other. And it kind of makes you feel good. And when you don't have that, humans don't really operate as well as they usually do. At least, I'm going to say, I'm not a scientist, but 99% of people don't. It's just the way we're wired. We're wired for groups. And the classic American view wasn't that either, You could go to your friend's house, bike over as a kid, go to the pub, get a few drinks, hang out with your buddies, and then, you could walk around the community. Now it's not like that at all. I think a lot of communities are a lot more reserved, and people generally, especially I would assume in the cities, but country this can happen too, but especially more modern day, I'm sure it happens way more, that people just don't interact with each other how they used to, in the sense of not feeling that their community is part of their home. And that's what this person was getting at. Home to her was everyone around her. It included the grocery store, it included the school that she was in, included people all around her neighborhood. And now it's just such an individual way in America, that what I see is online, it's almost like creating this weird just thing for people to go and feel that they have a home, because they truly don't feel like they have one. What ends up happening is people go and they find a community that they feel that they can be a part of. And the reason I recognize this personally was because I have trouble finding that community. But that's not really, I feel that more of the time I'm kind of an outlier when it comes to that, and it's more about me just always having a problem with said community, and I've really noticed that throughout my family, which is the freaky part. And I don't think I have time to get into that, but if you guys want to hear about that, comment below, because my family has always just, when we were in our hometown and like when I was younger, especially, we kind of had like a home community, but especially now, no, like that's gone. And I feel that online, people like finding people who are like-minded or at least agree in a certain idea, and they just place themselves there. And it's almost out of necessity. And it's an interesting thing that if you ever are part of an online community, and if you just start to detail that, write some details down, or at least like consider them in your head, you start to realize that a lot of these people are wanting a leader, a home, a tribe. That's what it is. They need a tribe. They need somewhere where they can go, and these people can accept them for who they are, and they feel that their community that's directly around them doesn't really fit that. So instead, they'd rather go and find someone with the same type of values or mindset, or job, whatever it is, interests that meet that requirement. Look, I'm rusty, okay? But yeah, they meet that requirement, and then they go and they join it. And I think that's interesting, and I'm not 100% sure whether this is positive or negative, because at the one hand, you have the idea that I think that you should still go out and have a personal relationship with the people physically around you, But on the other side, maybe that's the way technology is moving, where people have more tribes from what it is online than it is in person. But I also feel like it disalienates people, because why would I want to speak to my cashier nicely when I can go online at home and speak to them, because we share the same values, and I know she doesn't, and she treats me bad, blah blah blah. Whatever the reasoning is, you can make up an excuse, or you can find whatever reason you like. Either way, whatever you want to call it, to just not have to deal with that person. You just don't even have to interact with them as you normally would. And the reason I think it's worse in cities is because there's so many people around you, it almost pushes that idea even more. It's like, I really don't care, because you're just, there's like a million other people that can be my friend. Like, why would I care about you? Maybe that's just anecdotal. I can recognize that, but it's definitely the way I view it. And it's willing to change. I have no problem with that, I'll change my ideas if that's what it comes to, because, if you can leave a comment or just have a review to a video where you can show me that, how it's different, I'd be down for that. But it's really interesting, because the main idea, even though it took me a while to get to this, is people need tribes, and the internet is definitely to meet that supply. And again, I'm not sure if it's wrong, but it's definitely something I'm noticing. And I also think this is part of the reason why people that get real personal on camera, not just about their lives, but have that form of interaction through a video that makes you feel that you're next to them, I think that is what does really well with people. And adding to that, people that really state their ideas online about what they believe in, people really like that too. But especially that emotional connection, I think that's what sells the most. I think people really want to feel that you're next to them and that they can get comfortable. That's another big point of being in a tribe, It's a place where you don't have to be so reserved, because a lot of people, when you're meeting someone new, I don't trust you, you don't trust me, so what are we doing here? But the reality is, you can't trust everybody, and there is a reason we have that. So a tribe isn't just this small, secluded space as the American home is, where, I'm only safe within my own walls. But I can go outside in the community, and I can feel that these people are happy with me, they enjoy my company, I can do something for them, they do things for me, and it's overall beneficial for both relationships, and it's in a positive way. And I think, again, the internet's here for that. I think it's also what makes it black and white, because people are really willing to follow you if you say a few things and you put a certain idea out there. I don't know what it is about the human brain. That's why I say it's not really about logic. It's more about the emotional appeal. They'll just follow it. And I think people don't really want to get into it. They rather just feel that they can trust you more than have to prove to themselves or have you prove to them that they can trust you. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. You know, if you want to feel like an online group is really doing good for you, I wouldn't ever tell you to stop that. But I would always be just as cautious online as I would be in person, taking ideas from people and meeting someone, because the reality is it's the same thing. Like, it's the same ideas that celebrities are just people too. Yeah, same thing with people who make videos. They're just people too, you know? You don't know their intentions. They're out here making a product, and it could be for good, for bad, knowing it's good or knowing it's bad, or unknowing, either way, you know? But it just feeds into this tribe. It feeds into this huge, big, just connected base that people want to feel. And I'm not sure how to rebuild that, you know? Like, the best thing I could say in my mind would be say hello to people. Like, go outside and say hi. Find a way to maintain healthy relationships. I mean, basically all the advice I could give is pretty general, you know? So if I had to put one at the very top, it's like, be positive, and hopefully that's reciprocated to you. But if it's not, you still, I believe, should give it back. And I think that you should still be cautious of whatever tribe you're trying to join. But it's an interesting thought to recognize that we like tribes, and that it's something that people just, it's fundamental to them. They seek it, they want it, we need it, basically. Anyways, hope you guys found these ideas interesting. If you did, leave a comment, like, subscribe. It's going to be way more videos coming out. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for all the work that I've put in, and I'm going to be able to put it out now. These videos are going to be higher quality. I got a new, just everything's, it's going to be a lot better now, and I'm so happy. I hope you guys will be able to see that within my content and, you know, like it even more, even though you guys already have been. You know, I'm super psyched for that. Anyways, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers. Oh, and thanks for watching.